Hello, 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 my beautiful souls. Blessed day, blessed be. This is like the third time I'm trying to record this message. I don't know what's happening. I don't think Mercury goes retrograde till the end of the month, so not really getting it. But I was outside earlier just recording a message on healing, so I just wanted to share it with you. Sorry for the loudness in the background. Um, you absolutely have the power to heal yourself, and I know that I've said that before, and I know that I keep harping on it, but I'm gonna keep harping on it until we get, I don't know, a healed world where people are walking around in their divine health and people are just living their best life and they're not suffering and in pain. And I just, that's my goal. My goal is for everyone to just be fucking happy and healed and living their best life. One of my clients, amazing soul. He has such a beautiful high vibration, such a beautiful spirit, such a nice guy. And he was playing sports with his boys and ended up fracturing one of his arms. And the doctor, after putting that little, I forget what it's called, that goes in a sling or whatever on your arm, and they were like, oh, it's going to take 6 weeks, and, make sure you do physical therapy, and blah, 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 blah. They went through the list. Within a week of this diagnosis, and again, this is a really high vibrational guy, right? So he's always like meditating, and he's become vegan recently, and all these shifts have gone on in his life. Within a week, his arm was out the sling, and he had already reduced his like physical therapy appointments. Like they went in and they were like, "So what was wrong with your arm again?" Which I love. So that's just one story. I have another friend who had all these cancerous, or what they thought were like cancerous tumors, I want to say, like in her, where was it at? She had all these cancerous tumors in her uterus. Sorry, guys, I don't know why that took so long. And they go in, they're freaking out. Everyone's really nervous. She's really nervous as well. But again, I've been talking to her about healing herself and introduced her to some chakra healing meditations and, just in prayers and us having conversations and me not ever focusing my energy on her illness, but focusing my energy on her wellness. And this is the shift that I was working with her. Like, you're going to be fine. You know you're fine. You know who your father is. You serve the Most High God. Stop worrying about that dumb shit. Let it go. We get on the phone. We laugh our asses off for like an hour or two. And next thing you know, she goes in to have all these tumors removed, and they're all benign. Praise be to God. So those are two stories in my life, at least recently, that have come up outside of things that I've done healing myself. And again, if you're in like a major car accident or something, broken bones, bleeding out, like use fucking common sense. Obviously, you should go to the hospital, get your bones set, stop the bleeding, blah, blah, blah. But also understand that what a doctor may be telling you will take you 6 to 8 months to recover may take you a week or two to recover if you understand that you do have the power to heal yourself. If any of you have seen The Secret, you'll see the story of the guy, who walked out of the hospital because all he had was time to think, right? Lying on his back, basically paralyzed. All he had was his own thoughts. And your thoughts create your life, right? We all know this. And your beliefs create your life. So if you believe that it's going to take you 6 to 8 months to recover from something, it will. If you believe the diagnosis, then that is your life. If you believe that you have a terminal illness and nothing can ever cure it, then that is your life. I don't believe those things. I have people in my life that every year go get a flu shot, and I still don't understand it. I understand the politics behind it. I understand the media behind it. I don't understand the point of it. I've never done it. I won't do it. Won't do it. Every year I get into a fight with my children's doctors, and they're just like, oh, they need the flu shot. And I'm like, no, they don't. We don't get the flu. Now, the people that get the flu shot that I know, all get the flu. And I mean all of them. Every single year, every single time. I really don't even understand how they're not making the correlation between you taking the flu shot, focusing on the flu, thus getting the flu. You take a flu shot, you focus on the flu, you get the flu. Every single year, every single time. And I'm like, oh, I don't receive that. And so what happens when everybody is sick? Me and my kids are not sick. Why? Because we don't receive that. I'm like, we don't do the flu over here. That's not something that my family gets. And people look at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, and yet here we are 41 years later, and I've never had the flu. Obviously I'm doing something right when it comes to that. So you have the power to heal your motherfucking self. God gave you that brain for a reason. Your thoughts are so powerful. I definitely encourage meditation. Not easy, always. It took me years to learn how to meditate. Still, I encourage it. chakra work. Um, there's all these like dope binaural, how do you say it? Binaural beats and like frequencies that are out now. Every night when my children are sleeping, I play some. Either it's like 432 hertz or the 963 hertz. I think that's the one that's aligned with like the highest spirit realm. But I play it while they're sleeping. Why? Because they're healing while they're sleeping. Just because you're not conscious about what's going on, your subconscious is still receiving it. So I make sure that I do that every single night. So we're healing our chakras, we're healing our spirits, we're aligning and elevating and vibrating high with the Most High God. This is something that I do every single night over my children and I while we're sleeping. And I've seen massive changes. My son's health has improved dramatically. Um, I know that I've improved dramatically. Even like the littlest things of me, like having cystic acne, like for most of my adult life. Like most of my face is clear just because I started being like, yeah, I'm good. I don't want that in my life anymore. And I didn't realize how much I was focusing on it until I stopped focusing on it and my face started clearing up and people were like, hey, your skin is glowing again. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I don't really pay it any mind. I'm not really into all of that. I could give a shit. But you have the power to heal yourselves. So whatever it is that's going on with you, and again, I'll keep harping on this. I journal, 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 journal. I script out my day. Hey, I woke up, it's the best health I've ever been in. I'm feeling alive, I'm feeling vibrant, I'm feeling great. Can't wait to go outside. It's beautiful, it's sunny. Go have lunch with a friend or, go to this farmer's market, whatever it is. I script out my day. I journal how I want my life to be, and then that's how I live my life. I'm not waiting for a diagnosis or for the shoe to drop on some other bullshit. It, it doesn't make sense to me. Because once I realized that Jesus was going around doing all this healing work with people that were aligned with receiving healing, and with all the teachings that he's given to us, as well as so many other spiritual gurus throughout the ages and ascended masters, and knowing that we have the power to heal ourselves, I shut everything down that was outside of that. Like, if it's not spiritually attuned with what I'm doing with my life, I don't receive it. So yeah, I don't take a whole bunch of supplements, and yeah, I'm not, running back and forth to the doctor every time something's wrong. Like, I know my different body parts. I know if something's not feeling right, all right, let me see what chakra I need to work on. Let me see what I can change in the kitchen. Maybe I should eat a little bit differently. The seasons are changing, right? It's autumn up here in New York, and it's getting colder, and I've been eating more, and I'm not a big eater, and I love food, don't get me wrong, but I don't, if I'm one of those people that, like, if I don't eat, I'll forget to eat, and I'll go like a whole day and be like, what did I do today? So that's me. But like for the past couple of weeks, I've been like eating, and I'm like, and I was like, oh, winter's coming. Your body is gearing up for hibernation, and wants a little bit more fat on your body. I've had to have a talk with my body like, yeah, we're not doing that because I'm not trying to gain all that weight, but I get it. I'll just buy a bigger coat and I got you, But you need to know that you have the power to heal yourself. You literally have the power to heal yourself. Things like watching comedies. And you might think that that's stupid, but it's really not. Like, literally taking your mind off of it and just focusing on some really funny shit and just lifting your vibration to the vibration of joy will heal you. Meditation heals you. Taking walks out in nature heals you. Journaling and dealing with and sorting through your feelings heals you. Literally, all of these things, every single physical ailment we have in our life stems from something spiritual.